Welcome to the Joy Work Show, the podcast that goes beyond the surface of business, right to the heart, to explore the real joy and the stories behind success. Not just the moments of celebration, but the challenges that pave the way for them. Hiya, I'm Diane, and here we know that joy isn't just about the good times. Often the greatest joy comes right after the greatest challenge. And today, we're talking about something that will change how you show up and fast. It's not a pep talk, kinda. It's not a shortcut. It's a practical path from I'm not ready to I did it anyway. Confidence isn't an arrival. It's a sequence of small decisions made through courage that you take again, again, and again. It's October. The first Monday in October. The Q4 pressure is rising and too many people are waiting until they feel ready. Before they launch, before they post, before they up their prices, before they do promotion. But feeling ready rarely arrives on time. So instead of waiting to the right time till we feel ready, let's build a system that creates that readiness. The kind that shows up in your DMs, your sale calls, and your offers. Today, I want to give you a short way to build confidence quickly. Let's call it the confidence shortcut. And then a 7-day confidence sprint that you can start this week. Ideas, tips, and micro actions that you can use immediately. The 3 mindset shifts that stop people from showing up and how you can change that today. So let's get on with it. People think confidence is something you have or don't, that it's innate, that it's something you are born with. But the reality is that confidence is a recorded history of wins. Even tiny, even wee wins. The moment you collect proof that you can do the uncomfortable thing, you rewire what you believe is possible. So the shortcut is simple. Create repeatable small risks that deliver small proofs that you take the small risks through courage and then stack them. Do one courageous thing. See it work. Do another. And then your identity shifts. You stop waiting for permission from your feelings and you start taking the action you always wanted to take. So let's think about the confidence shortcut. I want this to be practical for you. So shortcut is 1 bold goal plus micro proofs plus identity statements and joy checkpoints. So let's break it down. Last week, I spoke a lot about 1 bold goal and the importance of building that into a 90-day strategy. So you want 1 bold goal, not 10, not a bunch, not hunters, 1. This is the magnet. What single result by January the 1st would make you proud? Say it out loud. I will, whatever you want to do, by the 1st of January 2026. Or like I like to do, 31st of December 2025. I want to already be that person on January the 1st. I want to sit and cheers it on New Year's Eve. So get that bold goal written down. Then build your micro proofs. Small, measurable wins that prove you can do the thing that you're afraid of. For example, send the email, increase a price, do 1 live video, 5 DMs that lead to calls. Whatever is the thing that you've been putting off, let's start stacking those little micro proofs. Identity statements, short phrases you say and act into. I am the kind of person who launches with heart. If you listen to the Denise Duffield-Thomas episode, she said to write on a mirror, right at the end of the episode, she wrote to write on a mirror, this is what a wealthy woman looks like. So think of what you want, Think about who you want to be and come up with that identity statement that you can have a post-it note, write it on your mirror, have it in your planner, put it as your laptop screen, your phone screen, whatever it may be. But have it where you can see it and believe it. These aren't lies, they're rehearsal for who you want to become. And then have your joy checkpoints, weekly celebrations or wee rewards so that this doesn't turn into grind hustle culture. Joy keeps you consistent. Joy is the fuel to keep you going. This is the simplest equation that I can use to show you how easily you can build your confidence. And it works because it's designed to change what you believe, not just what you do. Okay, so here's a 7-day confidence course that you can do starting from today. And I just want you to do this. I'm going to give you the 7 days right now. You do not have to sign up to anything. This isn't about getting emails onto my email list. This is about you building the confidence that you want to build. So once you've listened to this, come back to it and write each one down and then do one a day yourself. Do not fast forward on this. One thing a day. So start this week. Pick your one bold goal first, then use this course to build momentum. So you should have already wrote on day 0 your one bold goal. Write it in the present tense. Stick it as a note in your phone or wherever you want to see it. And then on day 1, your identity statement and microproof number 1. Write your identity statement. I am the kind of person who. Post one short 60-second video or a single bold post on whatever social media platform you wish, not a long essay, a clear stance. The micro proof is that you now have one post published. On day 2, think about the outreach in your business. DM 5 people you haven't spoken to in a while with a value and ask. Think about it something like this. Hey, person, I love your post about, fill in what their post was about, and then give them a quick question. Would you be open to a 10-minute call next week? I'm testing something that could help with confidence, the specific result. No pressure, just curious. Think about how you want, but this is about building relationships in your business. The micro proof is that you've then sent 5 DMs. You have then created a way to create relationships and therefore sales within your business. Day 3, offer clarity. Pick one offer, simplify the offer and the price, make it easy for people to say yes, and then update one sales line or bio to reflect those changes. Microproof, you've updated your sales page and you've upped your prices. Day 4, pitch practice. Send one pitch email to 3 targeted people or invite 3 people to a discovery call. So I want you to think about the people that you've really dreamt of working with. Perhaps you want to get somebody on a podcast. Perhaps you want to get somebody on a discovery call because you know that would be a dream client. Perhaps you want to get on somebody else's podcast or event or whatever it may be, but think about who you want to pitch. The microproof is that you can send 3 pitches out. You're building that confidence. Day 5, visibility repeat. Do another short piece of content, a hot take or a how-to, and then invite people to sign up to the offer from day 3. Sign up or DM you to get the offer. Have that call to action. The microproof is that you've now created content looking for engagement, looking for interaction that you can then go back and start building those relationships. Day 6, service and delivery action. Serve a client or run a mini session that showcases your result. Collect one testimonial or one success note. The microproof is that you have one client interaction recorded. There is nothing that sells better than proof. And there's nothing that will serve your confidence better than building that proof. So make sure you have one client interaction recorded on that day. And then day 7, reflect and celebrate. Review the week. What worked? What surprised you? Celebrate. Have a wee ritual. Shout out in your community, a coffee treat, a glass of fizz, whatever floats your boat. And the micro proof here is that you have reflection, that you have put a system into your business that will build your confidence, build those micro proofs, and prove to you that celebration for what you are doing, for how far you are come, for those little micro actions will build those micro proofs. If you do this for 1 week, you'll have 7 wee proofs that you can do the uncomfortable. You also have something repeatable. Imagine you just did that. Imagine every single day throughout the month of October, you did that 7 days each week. It'll get to the point that it'll take you 10 or 15 minutes. Could you imagine where your business and your confidence could be by then? Okay, I now want to talk to you about what will come up for you when you try and do this. Because when we try to build our confidence, when we use courage to get uncomfortable, we'll rear her ugly head. You'll hear the negative thoughts. They are completely normal. We all have them. But here's how for you to reframe them in the moment. Your doubt, whatever they may be called, for you, those of you that have followed this for a while, you'll know mine is called Rachel. Apologies to any Rachels out there. It's a long story. I'm sure there's a podcast episode about it somewhere. But when doubt rears her head and starts telling you that you're not ready, here is the reframe. Here is the reframe. Ready is a feeling, is choosing. I'll practice until I feel it. Take a tiny step and do it within 48 hours. When that doubt comes up, I'm not ready. Tell yourself, ready is feeling, action is choosing, I'll practice until I feel it. And then pick the wee next step and do it within 48 hours. And then doubt might say, what if I fail? And here is the reframe. Failure is data. The only real failure is not testing. The businesses and the entrepreneurs and the business owners that fail fast also have the fastest success. So just define what acceptable fail looks like. For example, if you reach out to 10 new leads, 9 will probably say no or ghost you, 1 might say yes. So is 10% success rate a failure, an acceptable failure, or a success? You decide. And then doubt might say, I don't have time. There's no way, I'm so busy, there's no way I can change anything or do any of these things. So reframe it with which 3 things will actually move the needle. Are the things that I'm doing right now moving me towards that big, bold goal, or are they just stuff? Which 3 things will actually move the needle? Replace one busy task with one revenue task today. And if you've listened to this point and you're thinking about doing this 7-day course and you're thinking about taking the actions, doing the wee micro proofs, doing the things that you need to do, I want you to remember this. I remember 2 years ago taking part in something that was like a sprint challenge, and where I had to post a short, vulnerable story. And it felt so alien to me and so new and not something that came naturally. But I did it anyway. And then I had one person message me. One person. That was it. No engagements, no likes. One person messaged me to book a discovery call. That call turned into a client who has now become a long-term client, supporter, and friend. And the point is that the tiny public acts that we do, the wee micro moments where we show up that feel huge to us, they are what create real results. But to other people, they don't feel the same thing that we do, which is why we have to show up again and again and again. But you don't have to wait for perfect to have impact. If I look back at that post now, it was far, far from perfect. Let's bring this all together and give you 3 takeaways. If that's the only thing you're going to take these. 1 bold goal beats 10 scattered ones. Narrow and focus and align your actions. Number 2, that confidence is built by micro-proofs. Small, repeatable, courageous acts stack into your identity. And number 3, joy keeps you going. Add joy checkpoints so that whatever challenge, sprint, course, strategy, business plan you were doing, it doesn't turn into grind. It turns into something to be celebrated, and use that joy for the fuel to do the next courageous act. If you're ready to push this further, come join the Joywork Members Club guest list. That's where we run accountability, honest feedback, coaching, hot seat coaching, and do the messy work together. The link is in the show notes. And if this episode landed for you at all, please subscribe so you don't miss the rest of our Bold Moves month in October, but also our wonderful guest episodes. And it really does help me get the Joy Work Show out to more people every single time just one person subscribes. Why not share this with someone who needs permission to be bold today? Until next time, go do the wee scary thing, collect the proof, and come back braver and a hell of a lot more confident.